Today we're going to disassemble and clean a Springfield XDM 40 magazine. So this is a pretty simple procedure. If your magazine has gotten dirty, dropped in the gravel or the dirt, or it's gotten wet, or you just feel like you need to open it up and make sure it's all 100% clean inside, we're going to open it up and clean it with this video. So it's real easy to do. First of all, you want to wear eye protection because there are springs involved, and you definitely want to protect your eyes from anything that might go flying in your face. All right, so you want to get some kind of a punch or a small screwdriver or anything that generally can push down this little pin in the bottom of the magazine. So it's just a pin right here, and that's what holds the base plate on, which is this piece here. So while you're pushing the pin down, start pushing the base plate off like that, and put your thumb over this because there is a spring involved here. So then pull this all the way off, and your thumb has protected you from this spring flying out and this bottom piece here, the insert that might go flying. So then take that off, and now you simply pull out the spring. The orientation of the spring is like this, and we'll go over that in a minute. And then the follower will come out, and the follower is this piece here that pushes the rounds up in the chamber. All right, and once you have all those pieces out, basically wipe them down. If you want to clean them with some CLP oil, you can do that. You just want to make sure you get all that oil off after you're done. You don't want to get any oil onto your ammunition. So clean each piece. Real simple and quick procedure here. Clean the spring, just wipe it down real good. Make sure there's no gravel or dirt in there. Clean the base plate, and very important, clean inside the magazine tube. You could use a brush to do that. Loosen up the dirt, just real quick brushing. And then what I like to do is just push a rag through a couple of times until it comes out kind of clean, so you know that there's no crud inside. You don't need any oil or anything. You just want to make sure there's no foreign matter in there at all. And that's pretty much it. So to put it back together, when you look at the follower, this bigger, flatter piece on the back, this bigger piece here is the back. So you drop it in this way. Okay, and then while you're holding it upside down, your spring, this smaller part, you got a bigger side and a smaller side. The smaller side goes up in this orientation. So just push that in there like that. And now you're going to need to kind of hold that down, put the insert in this way. It kind of takes the shape of the bottom. It's a little bit more curved in the front here, so it goes on like that. All right, and then when you're holding that down, get your base plate and slide that on. Okay, it's going to look like this. And then you want to make sure that the base plate is kind of down below the surface here so it doesn't slide off. You just want to make sure it's caught in there. And move this over slowly, and the pin will pop back into the hole. And if it doesn't, you kind of have to start over again just to make sure everything's lined up. All right, and now press the top, make sure it springs back up, make sure the front looks like this, and it's got the little notch right there. All right, so to test your magazine to make sure you put it together properly, and this will also test to make sure your gun is extracting and ejecting properly after you maybe have had it apart for cleaning. First, you want to make sure your firearm is completely unloaded with no magazine and no round in the chamber. Then we want to put 5 dummy rounds into your magazine. These are A-Zoom 40 Smith & Wesson dummy rounds. All dummy rounds are is a piece of aluminum that's shaped just like a real cartridge. It does nothing. It's completely safe. So what I'll do is put 5 dummy rounds into each magazine that I want to test, and then load your dummy rounds into your firearm, close the slide, and now you can see by the chamber loaded indicator that I've got a round in the chamber. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate firing the weapon by racking the slide briskly 5 times. So what should happen here is each time I rack the slide, the gun should extract and eject one of the dummy rounds and load another one. So I should be able to rack this 5 times, and on the 5th time, the magazine should be empty and the slide should lock back. And if everything goes smoothly, we know everything is working properly as far as the feeding, extracting, and ejecting of the firearm. So here we go. All right, everything worked great. The rounds went flying across the room as expected, and the slide locked back on an empty magazine. All right, so we are good to go. All right, if you found this video helpful, please hit like below. Please check out the description for dummy rounds if you need them and other items related to your XDM. And please subscribe, and thanks for watching.